Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking about women in hip hop. Now, Kamaiyah, who's an artist from the Bay Area, was signed to YG. I don't know if she's signed to YG anymore.
She's independent.
Yeah, she's independent now. Let's play a little clip of her record if you don't know who Kamaiyah is. All right.
Who's
now
on that
she
record with her? That's YG and Drake.
Yes, that's YG and Drake. That's not her biggest record. Her biggest record is her single. It was called "How Does It Feel," which is the record that was spinning across the country.
How does a record with Drake not be her biggest record?
Well, that was actually YG's record featuring
It's YG's
Drake,
record.
and she was on it.
Oh,
And she also was really cool with Kehlani, remember? And then they had like a falling out.
They were supposed to do an album together, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, this is what she said.
Y'all put these unrealistic standards on women, right? Well, y'all try to force us to kumbaya hold hands. Y'all not telling all the men that they gotta form brother circles. All not gonna like each other, and that's just realistic. You feel me? And then you get the people who gonna pretend like they like people because they feel like that's what they have to do. I don't never want to be that type of person because I feel like if I don't like you, I don't like you. And that's why I told them, because it's like y'all can't keep forcing that on women. A lot of people don't like each other, but they're not going to come out and be like, I don't with her.
Right.
Because if they say they don't with her, guess what? Now she's a hater. Now she's this. Now she's up the unity amongst everybody.
So we're asking 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts on what she said? Let's start with you, Yee.
So it's interesting because we had a whole conversation about this on Lip Service the other day with Reni Rucci, and she was discussing the same thing. She was saying all these people try to act, all these women act like they support you, but then as soon as there's an opportunity for them to drag you down, they do, and that's how they really feel in real life.
I want females on it, but you know, everybody be online kicking that, oh, girl power, and we need to work together, and it's unity, and I'm happy for everybody. That shit be on the internet. Bitches really don't be trying to work for real. But I be on some organic shit. I've reached out to everybody. I've supported everybody. So whoever organically want to work, then we'll have some female, features and collabs on there. But if it don't happen like that shit, I ain't pressing no issue.
Now, I can't say what it's like to be a female rapper because I'm sure there's a lot going on. But, I am working on this documentary with these female rappers from Detroit and all the things that they go through. And I will say it's a lot harder for women. They always do pit women against each other. And a lot of times it's a lack of communication. Like this person said this about you, then the fans jump in and they escalate things and then people don't end up communicating with each other. I do feel like you don't have to be friends with people, but at least try to be cordial. And sometimes, even just work-wise, they might not be your friend, but that's somebody that you could support and like work with. And so, it's just harder. I just feel like it's harder. It's so much more difficult because there's so fewer women that are actually doing it that you have to feel like you're out there by yourself. It just makes it so much more difficult. So I would love for women to get along. I've been watching these women arguing on social media over the holidays. And it's a lot of trauma that's associated with being a woman in this business, with guys trying you, with people not believing in you, with people accusing you of not writing your own lyrics. It's just a lot. So I would love for women to get along more.
You know what? I and maybe I'm different, but I came from a place where hip hop was about competitiveness and you battled everybody. And it wasn't about beef and shooting people, but everybody battled. We can go back to, KRS-One and the Juice Crew, or we can go to Common and West Side Connection, or Kumo D and LL Cool J, and we could bring it up to closer to Cannabis and LL Cool J and Tupac and Biggie, Jay-Z and Nas. It was always about competing. I mean, we didn't have to, shoot each other and stab each other, but hip hop was always about who was the best, who was the hottest. We could go back to Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown. That's what I thought hip hop was about, not necessarily.
But you can be competitive and get along with each other, right?
Not really.
No.
Not really.
No.
I mean,
That's friendly
it's just
competition.
work. You don't have to. You don't have to like drag it. You could still be competitive.
I mean, there's friendly competition, but for the most part, it's not. And, as far as what she said, I reserve the right to not deal with anyone I don't vibe with. I don't care if they black. I don't care if they men. I don't care if they from South Carolina. I don't care if we the same age, if we in the same business. Whatever things we have in common doesn't matter to me if I don't vibe with your energy. So I don't think she's wrong. I mean, unity and group operation is great, but you have to be unified and move as a group with folks you actually vibe with. It's always been
Correct.
crews. It's always been competition. That's hip hop. That's life. I don't see a problem with her saying that.
I just think for women too, they always act like there's only one woman that could be on top at a time. And every woman is like, oh, now she's coming to take you down. Now she's coming to take you down when y'all could be successful together. That's why I love seeing like Cardi working with Meg Thee Stallion and Nicki working with Meg Thee Stallion. I think that is a great example.
But I think that's in men too. I think at one time,
we do that
like
in hip hop.
Jay-Z was on top and everybody tried to take his crown off. And now it's, we have a conversation. Is Drake the
it's
best, or is
Kendrick,
it Little
it's
Baby, or is
Cole.
it Kendrick? Is it Cole? I mean, I think we
Yes.
have those conversations for men and women. I think
We do
people
that
play to
all
be
the
the
time.
best, not to be the second best, not to be the third best. They play to be the best, in my opinion.
And
But
we're always going to pit the two people who are at the top at any given moment. The 2 or 3 people who are at the top at any given moment, it's always going to be, well, this person's better. Or this person sold more records. This person got more radio hits. It's always going to be that.
I just like when people take people under their wing. Like if you're an older artist and then you can help out a younger artist. And I like to see that. I just like to see it happen. As a woman, I enjoy that.
yeah, but that has nothing to do with the battle of the two people. Like, when they
Well,
pitted
I think it
Nicki
all
versus
plays
Cardi,
into
you know what I
each
mean?
other.
That was who was the hottest, who was the best. Like that's who it was. I
That's
mean,
right.
But
I don't think it has
I don't
anything.
think you can't not be the hottest. But as far as like dissing each other and not getting along, like personally,
That's always been
I think you
hip-hop,
got to
though.
leave.
That just doesn't stay to women. That's been since the beginning of hip hop. But let's go to the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Hello, who's this?
Yeah, this is City.
What's up?
I don't think he said. I think he said
Nah,
city.
this city, not city.
Oh, City.
City.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Morning, brother. What's
Yeah.
your comment on what Kamaiyah said?
Appreciate that. Well, hey, I mean, a lot of these females are trash. Excuse
Oh
me.
my God! See,
Trash
here we
rappers.
go.
So it's facts. Megan Stallion is one of the trash rappers. Let's go to throw
She
that
is
out
not
there.
a trash rapper, and a lot of these
Trash,
guys are
Fact,
trash rappers too, and there's a lot more of them.
Trash
She's not
rapper,
trash.
Trash rapper, definitely. Hers, definitely. So there's just not enough unity, and never will be with the females, and it never should be because there's too many different
Oh my God,
lanes.
see what I
It's
mean?
Like somebody want to be a thought.
Where you
somebody
from,
wanna be
bro?
a conscious rapper.
You just sound like a
I'm
disgusting,
from-
misogynistic person.
Where you from?
No, I'm just from down south. You know what I mean? But I just love a good music ear, and Meg Thee Stallion again is trash. So I'm throwing it out.
So who's
there.
your favorite?
So,
Who's
yeah.
your favorite female? Who's your favorite female rapper?
He
I
doesn't
knew
think
you
women
would
can
go
rap.
there, and I'm gonna say Missy Elliott. No, I'm gonna go there. You only want that smoke, Angela Lee. So Missy
Well,
Elliott.
Who is
Okay,
Angela Lee?
You know what I meant to say, Angela Lee.
That's
No
by the way, that's a
disrespect, no disrespect,
that's a
Angie,
great
no disrespect.
that's a great example. But somebody like Missy, back in the day, I guess they had a better vibe with each other. That's why you get records like Ladies Night.
Yeah, that's true too. But
when they would all collaborate together.
right, but thank you, brother. 800
Can't force it.
800-585-1051. What are your thoughts with what Kamaiyah said? Call us now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Y'all put these unrealistic standards on women, right? Well, y'all try to force us to kumbaya hold hands. Y'all not telling all the men that they gotta form brother circles. All not gonna like each other, and that's just realistic. You feel me? And then you get the people who gonna pretend like they like people because they feel like that's what they have to do. I don't never want to be that type of person because I feel like if I don't like you, I don't like you. And that's why I told them, because it's like y'all can't keep forcing that on women. A lot of people don't like each other, but they're not going to come out and be like, I don't with her.
Right.
Because if they say they don't with her, guess what? Now she's a hater. Now she's this. Now she's up the unity amongst everybody.
Now, also, yeah, we were talking about another female rapper, right?
Yes, Reni Rucci, and she was discussing a similar topic on lip service. Here's what she said.
I want females on it, but everybody be online kicking that, oh, girl power, and we need to work together, and it's unity, and I'm happy for everybody. That shit be on the internet. Bitches really don't be trying to work for real. But I'll be on some organic shit. Like, I've reached out to everybody. I've supported everybody. So whoever organically want to work, then we'll have some female, features and collabs on there. But if it don't happen like that shit, I ain't pressing no issue.
Now, I get it. I know hip hop is a competitive sport, of course, but I also see like a lot of people teaming up, doing joint collabs together. I don't see it as much with women as I see it with the men. They do it all the time. They might be competing with each other, but they also work together because they know it's a job. So I just think it would be great for them to be able to call each other, get some support, because I do think it's a lot harder for women rappers from what I've seen.
I mean, Megan Thee Stallion and City Girls got a record together on Megan's new album. I mean, Cardi B and Megan teamed up last year for the #1 song in the country, WAP. Like, I mean, we see women collaborate.
Yeah,
often.
Megan did
I just
something
think
with Nicki and City
And I
Girls did
enjoy
with
when that
Cardi B.
happens. I love it.
Yeah, it's just not realistic to think you're gonna get along with everyone, and you should really just rock with people that you vibe with. Like, you can't force chemistry. You can't force me to actually dig a person, get along with a person. I just may not dig their energy.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely don't think there's any way everybody will get along with everyone else, but I also do feel like it would be great if women could just work together some more. And I do feel like they do pit women against each other more than they do anybody else.
All right. Well, let's go to the phone lines.
I highly disagree with that.
Yo.
Hey, what's up? What's your name, bro?
Yo, this is Tyler. What's going on, Breakfast Club?
What's up, Tyler? We're asking 800-585-1051. You know, what are your thoughts on what Kamaiyah said, bro?
Honestly, this is hip hop, man. You don't have to have friends if you don't have to have friends. You don't have to force relationships. You don't have to force them. They shouldn't hold women to a different standard. I mean, they're all doing the same thing. We rapping, right? That's what it is. It's hip hop. So honestly, they shouldn't be held to a different standard. I think Kamaiyah spoke with facts.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I think hip hop is a competitive sport. We've seen it competitive since it started. I don't have to get along with you. We don't have to get along. I want to be the best, and that's what anything that I want to do. Now, there's other people that want to be the best, and you fight for that spot, but you don't have to stab and shoot and kill each other. It's competitive as far as rap is concerned. That's what I thought.
But by the way, it's not just hip hop. It's literally in every genre. They do it in sports. It's always LeBron versus Jordan. You know what I mean? Kobe versus LeBron, whoever it is at the time. They do it in R&B. They do it in every single genre where it's multiple individuals that are winning.
And I want to quote something that Reni Ma said when she was discussing this. She said, there's strength in numbers. If I'm doing good and this girl here is doing good, people will take it more seriously. We all bring something different to the table. And once people realize that, stop fighting each other, work together and help build each other up, we'll grow even more. And she did a whole thing. I mean, a lot of women have to talk about that and deal with it. And I've heard a lot of women who are artists discuss this.
I love Remy, but have you heard Reni Ma's diss record? Have you also heard?
But it's not saying you have to get along with every person, but it's just saying even just being supportive of the community. Not every single individual.
If I'm not mistaken, Reni Ma had bars for Foxy Brown too, right?
Sure did. She had balls for Foxy. She had balls for
and
Nicki.
Lil' Kim too, right?
And she did song with Lil' Kim. They did a song.
Her and Kim is cool. I think her and Kim is cool.
Okay, him ain't cool. Definitely Foxy.
Yeah, she gave some balls. Yeah. But then again, you know, Remy gave balls to dudes too. Remy wanted to be the best. She didn't care women or man. She wanted to be the best.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, she gave balls to dudes and women.
Like you know what I like? I like when I see Trina. Like Trina just was performing with Mulatto, and I feel like Trina is one artist who's always trying to reach out to younger artists and other women in particular, because she knows it's not easy to try to help them out.
I think Trina gave some balls to somebody too, a female rapper.
I'm not saying that everyone has to get along with everybody. What I'm saying is,
Trina definitely gave some balls to
it is competitive, but I do think that in general she's very supportive, just knowing that it's harder for women.
I think everybody's supportive of people that they choose to support. Like, once again, you can only vibe with people who you actually vibe with. So that's it.
It's just hard to be alone and be the only person.
All right, let's go to
I don't need nobody's help. I don't like nobody. I don't get along with anyone. That's a difficult way to be.
Yeah, it was Trina and Kaya. That's who Trina and Kaya had issues back when.
Trina might have gave somebody else some balls too. But anyway, let's go to we got a woman on the line. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Stephanie.
Hey, Stephanie. Good morning. What are your thoughts on what Kamaiyah said?
I agree and I disagree with her. I feel like it's deeply rooted. Like, if women don't start with a good foundation at home, like get along with their sisters, get along with their mothers, they develop that type of standoffish attitude with other women where it reflects everywhere else. So I think most definitely that women should at least be cordial and respectful towards each other. But if they didn't have that growing up, then you can't expect that when they start making money and they start getting full of themselves and they start kind of like, losing their, drive and just get a little egotistic, I guess.
Okay.
All
right. Thank you, Mama. So what's the moral of the story, guys?
Listen, I get it. People aren't always going to get along with each other, but if you do see an opportunity to help out another woman, and I think sometimes it takes a little bit more effort, there's nothing wrong with that. Yes, hip hop is very competitive, but women, as far as numbers wise, there's not a lot of us. So if there's ways that we can support each other and actually get along, and it doesn't mean that you have to like every single person or you have to be best friends with people, but I just even think work wise, just make a little bit of effort. That's all.
All right. Well, we got rumors on the way.
Yes, and let's talk about Kim and Kanye. This was the hottest topic yesterday, along with Dr. Dre and his brain aneurysm, which we are praying for his recovery. And we'll discuss this upcoming divorce, allegedly.
All right. We'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.